Hey, welcome back to another Ab Nation video with the hockey coach FRENCHY. Today we talk about the different news around the Montreal Canadiens and another Ménage à 3 in Montreal. First of all, Montreal announced Kirby Dach is back on the ice skating with the team. Still, we have to wait what it would be his developments during the week. Possible he returned with the Montreal Canadiens before Christmas. Is it at the end of the week? Is it next week? They have only one game next week. Or after Christmas, we know Montreal Canadiens play without Goalie, Liney, New Hook, and Dach. Goalie supposed to returning with the Montreal Canadiens at the end of the January or the beginning of February. Liney should be at the end of February. And New Hook in the middle of March. But today, my subject, guys, is about the biggest question right now in Montreal. And I'm talking about the Ménage à 3 again. Remember, a couple years ago, Primo, Allen, Montembeault. Now, Montembeault is still in the Ménage à 3 with Fowler and Jakub Dobes. But who is the starter? During the show last night, a lot of conversation about that subject. Some fans want Dobes, others think Fowler should stay, and possible Montembeault should be out of the team. I'm going to explain to you what I think, what will happen this week and in the next couple of weeks for the Montreal Canadiens about the Ménage à 3. First, let's go with the common sense. But Dobes should start tonight. He did an excellent job against the Oilers, deserved to get the net tonight. Thursday, this is where it's starting to be complicated. Montembeault or Fowler or the return of Dobes. Dobes, when he get too busy, he's struggling after 2-3 games. That would be his third game start. And I think it would be better if Montreal to go with another goaltender. But now, who is going to be? But I think he should go with Fowler. You cannot keep Fowler with the team. It does not play. Does not make sense. I'm talking about common sense. Fowler should be the starter Thursday. This weekend, they have 2 games. Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh, a back-to-back home stand. What's happening now, coach? But I think Dobes should return Saturday. And then this is a big question of the week. Sunday, what we do? Can we go with Fowler or we welcome Montembeault between the pipes? This is what I feel is going to be very interesting what Martin is going to do during the week. My decision for me, if Fowler have a good performance Thursday night, a decent good performance, you give him the net again Sunday. Tuesday, Dobes. Thursday, Fowler. Saturday, Dobes. And Sunday, you give back to Fowler. But what about Montembeault, coach? But Montembeault is last game in December 2nd. They give him many chances recently. With bad performance after bad performance, he has only one good game a couple of weeks ago against the Vegas Golden Knights. That's it. He's the second worst goaltender in NHL. I know we need to protect him, but at some point, is it better to win the game or is it better to develop Montembeault? Does not make sense to me. I said common sense. The common sense for me, give him a break until after Christmas when they return December 27. If Fowler struggling badly Thursday, I like badly, but give maybe the net to Montembeault Sunday. If not, keep Dobes and Fowler. But what happening after that, coach? And this is what is a bit more complicated after this week. Why? Because now Montreal Canadiens cannot keep 3 goaltenders for the rest of the year. And I'm not sure it's the right things to keep Fowler with the Montreal Canadiens and keep the net to Dobes. 2 young goaltenders, 24 years old, 21 years old. At some point, the pressure will be maybe too much. And I think for the benefit of Fowler, after Christmas, return him with the Laval Rocket. If ever Montembeault is really struggling, but they have to find another solution, it's not Fowler to stay with the Montreal and Dobes. We need an experienced goaltender with the Montreal Canadiens. Again, It's Montembeault now. He have to figure out, he need to step up. He did it last year. We know he's not going to be a goaltender number one in NHL anymore. But at least we need Dobes and Montembeault together. And the common sense, like I said at the beginning of the show, it's about Fowler, develop, and Laval for at least the full year. We'll see next year what's happening. But the Ménage à trois cannot be for a long term. Short term this week, okay. Next week, only one game. Holidays. Then they have to figure out the Montreal Canadiens. They cannot keep 3 goaltenders in Montreal. And I'm not sure. What do you think about my common sense? I would like to hear from you. What do you think happening with a Ménage à trois in Montreal? What would be your solution? I give you what I'm thinking, what Montreal should do with the Ménage à trois. Finally, Montreal Canadiens have a busy week again. Tonight, the Flyers. Thursday, Chicago without Bedard. Saturday, Sunday, back-to-back against the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is a week we can get points to stay in the middle and maybe at the top of the Atlantic Division. We need 6 point minimum. 3W, it's possible. 5 will be okay. We cannot drop at 4 or less. We need more points this week. It's possible Montreal Canadiens could win the 4 game. The Flyers looking good, but they are not great like Colorado. The Chicago without Bedard. This should be a good game for the Montreal Canadiens, and we know what's happening with Pittsburgh. This is a team struggling with the lead the last couple of games, and Montreal beat them last week. So this is a great opportunity for you, Bleu Blanc Rouge, get point this week. Now, also, below this video, give me your prediction. How many points do you think the Montreal Canadiens go to get this week when they go to play against the Flyers, Blackhawks, and Penguins 2 times? That's all we got for you today. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the like, and of course, become a member of the Hockey Nation. And remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.